Hello, welcome. Let me pull up our gameplay. How you guys doing? Get this set up. As you guys see, I have a new kind of stream overlay I set up. Can you guys hear the music okay? Today we are gonna play on a new map. I need your guys' help to decide. Welcome Jay Murphy. Welcome Michael. We're actually not gonna be on the Boston map today at all. But we can take a look maybe. Kind of want to keep it secret. Next episode. Let me switch over to light mode before we start. Looks better. Actually, let me pull this up. I'll show you guys. I think that looks better. All right. Let's see. So we're gonna build on a new map today. I've decided my top 5: San Diego, SF, Seattle, Chicago, and Minneapolis. But we can decide. I want to do something over 3 million so we can get some profit right away. Let's see. Yeah, you guys should be able to see this right now. How's the music sound? Good volume? Too loud? Not too loud? Baltimore would be cool. Baltimore would be cool. I want to go city over 3 million though. So I think we're gonna wait a couple minutes. Let some other folks get in here and then we'll decide. My mic too has the right filters on it. Stop any background noise. Volume is good. Okay. Yeah, and I can even pull up, Google Maps as we're building along today. We can look around. The reason I want to do San Diego, that's my top choice. I want something by the water. That way I kind of know where I'm building. And that way if I look back at the map. Seattle, the Bogue plan. Okay, I've thought about Seattle. Yeah, New York's pretty easy to build on. So I kind of want to avoid that. And so many other people have done it. We could check it out though. You like San Diego? Thanks, Jillian Cooper. We'll wait a couple minutes and we'll decide. We could do a poll, though, in the chat if we want. Let me try doing that, actually. This is new to me. We got the music going, which is awesome. Okay, Seattle. Yeah. So simple. Seattle. Yeah, New York's a little too easy. Like, I don't want to do New York. Let's do Seattle. And we'll do we'll do which city, and then what's up, KKD? Welcome in. Also, I don't know why. Yeah. Let's see. Can you guys see this? Which city should we do? And let me know if you can see the poll. Actually, oh, you can see all of this. That's funny. And then we can get started building. Okay, pretty close. Okay, it looks like Seattle. It is. And you said the Bogue plan? So let's look at the Bogue plan. What is that? Bogue. Also, how's music sound? Is music a good volume? Okay, let's see. Okay, this is an article. I want more of like an image. Okay, here we go. This is a good image. From Seattle Transit Blog. I'm gonna have to get acquainted first and then we'll start building. Okay. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Let's look at their current map. Here's our vision. Where is that? Here's our upgrades. Let's see. Okay. So a couple main lines crossing this lake right here. Okay, it looks like we're doing Seattle. Alright, let's get that started, and then we can refer to this, and I'll have a Google Maps open in the background. Let's go up there actually real quick. Kind of see what we're working with. I know Tacoma's in the game. From the one time I looked at the map in the game. Okay, so maybe we'll try to get to Tacoma and to Bellevue. We'll see. Let's start playing. And I need to switch you guys over. Watch this. Control 2? No, Control 1. There we go. And we'll put it on dark mode. And we'll hit new game. Where's Seattle? Seattle. Here we are. Actually, real quick, I want to show you guys something. Kind of sneak peek at next episode. While we're here, I think this test one is, yeah, this test one's good. For my loyal viewers who got here early. Here is what episode 8 is gonna be. So I think these two lines are new, and these two lines are new, and then all of this is new. And we peaked at 330k. So you'll see that next episode. This consists of me finishing out the commuter rail system. But yeah, it was very successful. But still watch the video. It will be a good one. Let's go back to Seattle. Okay, where are we gonna build? See a ton of residents downtown, obviously. A lot of workers downtown. And I think with this, I can pin this and I can bring up the construction menu, and that way we can see all the roads, see where we need to build. Okay, I'm getting an idea. This seems to be kind of a major highway road right here. We could follow. And then down here is Tacoma, I believe, all the way down here. That's gonna be costly to build down here. But we'll start building. And yeah, I have no knowledge of this city, never been. So I'll need your guys' help. Let's start with a quad station. How about that? Would be fun. Kind of a central station somewhere. And I think, let's zoom in a little. Maybe right here. What is this bubble? Oh, these are residents. Let's do by workers. Gotta unpin that. Okay, there's a stadium here. Want to connect up to that. Is it Lumen Field now? For the Seahawks, and then the Mariners Field. T-Mobile Park's right there. Let's focus first on, what is this bubble? Is it 40,000 workers right here? Okay, I see a pretty easy straight line for our first route. Okay, so we are gonna have a big quad station here. And I'm gonna pin the demand stats as we build. We could even do some light metro today as well. I see some diagonals too we can follow. And let me keep this on so when I zoom out I can still see the roads. I don't know any of the locations of the universities though, so that we'll have to find together. Like this looks like where's University of Washington? Is that over here? Yeah, okay. University of Washington's right here. So we should first, let's see. Okay, I see. We're gonna run one up here for our first route and then bring it down here. And I think I want to do a big, I'm gonna click on this just so I kind of know where I'm going. And we'll have it run here and then drop down and go underneath this road over here. How's your guys' days going? Build a nice little quad. And we're gonna have to save some money because we're not gonna add any money today. Just straight what we're given. Something like that. And then where do we want to go? Probably 2 stops downtown on this line. Coming down, probably a stop on this side of downtown. And then on this side. And we'll have these pretty close. How's that look? And then from there, we can send that probably down like one of these streets. Or if we shift it over one street, we can have it at the stadium. Let's do that. Let's drop this down. And we'll have a stop right here. I feel like these are too close now. Yeah, let me close out that poll real quick, just so that's not staying on everyone's screen. One sec, guys. How do I end poll? End poll. Maybe connect downtown to the airport. Yeah, that's smart. Let's focus on that. Sorry, one second. Let me close out this. Going well. Nice. There we go. Okay. I had to fix that. Going well, chatting with a lady. Cat's happy. Nice. Where is the airport? I'm not familiar. Okay, airport's down here. So we'll have some kind of main line connecting up the stadium to the airport to downtown. I feel like this station's too close, so let's move this station back. Well, we're gonna have a major quad station, I think. Do we run this whole thing quad, this middle part. I think we'll have one right here. Nice and straight. And we'll have that come down. And yeah, let's make all this quad. Hello, Malo Elu. Welcome to the stream. Today we're building in Seattle. Oh, let me change the title real quick. Give me 1 sec. Let me change the YouTube thumbnail. Or not thumbnail, but the name, so people know what city we're building on. Give me 1 sec, guys. Yeah, I made all these overlays. I found like a template and then I tweaked it. The main airport is called SeaTac. Okay. We'll give it that name. Okay. Everything should be updated. This YouTube stream is weird. I don't understand the kind of back end of it, but it seems to be working. Okay, so we're gonna have Thomas right here. Thomas Street. We can just call this North Downtown or something. And I want to connect up UW, the downtown, and then connect that to the airport. So let's have a station, maybe a quad. How many residents live over here? Why is it not switching over? That's weird. Let's look at our demand. Residents. Okay, so there's no one really by the station. And there's some workers along the path. Like how many workers work here? 3,000. What about the airport? Surprised the airport doesn't have more workers. So we want to have it stop on this side, it looks like. Is that the main airport or is it this one? This looks like the main airport. Yeah, this is Seattle Terminal 1. Okay, so I was completely mistaken. It's all the way down here. This must be some other airport. South Lake Union? Okay. So, I'm gonna see what our cost is. It's about 100 mil for every quad station. Let's first, let's see how are we gonna get down to the airport. I could go down like any of these neighborhood streets, or I could follow one of these arterials and highways. So for instance, if I have a stop here, and then I follow this road out, this one right here, come through, and then this can connect up directly with our stadium up here. Let's just focus on downtown and get some stations built. Let's have, okay, so we'll have a quad there, and then we'll have a quad down this street. And I think we'll just need one. That might be too far away. And then we could have a station in between. How about right here? And those are pretty close, but those will be our 3 downtown stations. And then let's see. This is gonna have to drop down to a -11. Or actually, we can do a trick. We can do 9. And then we should be able to drop it down underneath these buildings. Actually, let's look at the foundation, because Boston, that was a big issue. All the buildings. Okay, yeah. It's not that bad here. Boston was very annoying with that. I don't know how that's determined. I don't know if it's real or if it's based off like how tall the building is. Yeah, we'll connect to UW, I think, on this line too. I think some kind of split off right here. We'll have a flyover maybe in this kind of right here. We can drop it down. and then have one line going to the school, the other one up here. So what we'll do is we'll have a station right here, and then we can drop it down really quick to 11, and then we can connect it up. Just like that. And then this one should be an easy connection. Perfect. And how much we want to try to make as much money with these connections as possible. So we'll have a stop probably just in the center of campus. I'm trying to like change my demand stats. Let me try repinning that real quick, because it's not letting me switch from when the construction tab's open. There we go. So I think a station kind of in between these two bubbles makes sense. And it looks like there's a main street right here, so we can just send it along this main street. What is this street? First Avenue. We can send it there and then cross back over, I think. This one probably just needs to be parallel. And let's put it right in between the two stops. Nope. Build stations. Did you guys like the newest video with the commuter rail? If any of you guys did watch it, let me know. It was kind of, so I recorded for like 3 hours, and I'm like, I have way too much footage, so I'm editing it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna cut it in half. So I already recorded like an outro and everything, and going over all the ridership. So I was like, I don't know how to go back and only see the ridership for what we did in the first part. So the second part will have all that. We'll bring this down, and where do we want to go? Right here. So let's see how it's going to connect. Or do we want to, no, I want it on campus. Oh, thank you, Ship. Yeah, the editing takes a while, but I'm glad you appreciate it. We'll have that swing under and then probably go underneath the highway. I think makes sense. I don't know any of the main streets here, so that's what the challenge will be. I'm trying to find like the arterials. There's like one right here. Just finished it. Nice. Yeah, the next video will come out Tuesday, so I already have it basically edited. I didn't want to release a 2.5 hour video. And here we can just drop down, and then we're gonna have to drop down a little bit more. Let's do this. I've found kind of a hack was to stay at -9 a lot, because then you can drop down to tunnels really easy. So we'll have this come right here, and then connect this up. And I think we'll have a stop. Let's see where the residents live. See, if I keep demand stats open too long, it doesn't like that, it looks like. Okay, there's some demand up here. I'm just gonna keep, this new shift tool is so helpful. Look at that. It's so helpful. I'm glad he introduced that, because I know a lot of people were asking for it. So we'll have one stop up here and then connect in and make some kind of flyover there. But yeah, I have no idea what to name any of these stations. I'm very unfamiliar with this area. I think right here should be good to cover this area. Maybe a little higher. Right here, how about? It is a little far away from this spot, but. And then we'll bring this down right away. And see, I think right there. And then drop this down. That's a good curve. I don't want to destroy any buildings though, because I need to save all my budget. So we'll drop that down. And I wish I can get this like perfectly straight. I can't wait till he adds that because I told him to. East Lake. This one right here? Oh yeah, East Lake Avenue. That works. So I'll have a connection here to East Lake. And then do we need one like over here? I don't think we need one in between these two for now. But we'll build it in a way that we could add an infill. When I realized my whole stream is like cut off. Oh wait, is it cut off for you guys? No, it works. Okay. I'm watching on my phone just to make sure it looks nice. So we'll have this come down and then just follow underneath this road for cut and cover. And to get this junction, or to get this right, we're gonna have to bring this quad out and we'll have to make a little flyover right here. So we'll bring it there to -11. Let's see. And actually we'll bring that back just a little bit to right there. And I think I'm gonna want to run one. I don't know if is this the highway or no, it's an arterial. So I know I'm gonna want to run one up here. It looks like, especially when I do this little marquee tool. Yeah. I want to target over here first. So I want to get on this road eventually. And then I think we'll build a parallel line coming kind of like this backwards, like a U shape over there. But we won't have it connect on this line. I think we're gonna have multiple different lines coming downtown. So let me just build like where we probably would put a station. I keep forgetting to pin the demand. And we'll just focus on keeping residents up. And we'll build like a station. Seems like right here. Seems to be a good spot. How about right here actually? Underneath that road. And then this will have, let's build where it's going to be coming from. We'll have this and then connect that up, and let's see what kind of, yeah, keep bringing it down. And I might drop it down just so I don't have to do a super funky curve. We'll drop it to -11 right there. And then, so we can get a nice turn underneath these buildings. We'll drop it to 11, curve in. And let's see. I think I want my inner track to be coming from UW. So we'll keep this at 11 to make this turn. And then we'll drop the other one to 15, it looks like. So if I'm at 15, how far? I gotta go to like right here. So actually we're gonna bring this back even further. So we have as much space to put this. And what we'll do is we'll drop to 11 or 15 again. Check where that is. Right there. And then we'll have it come up around. And this one should just be able to go right underneath that. If I did it correctly. Oh no, I didn't bring it out enough. So where can we cross over? It looks right before the turn. Okay. Okay, I gotta redo this. I think I need to bring it out a little bit further. At 15 and then curve in. Yeah, that works. That way I can go under before the turn. Like that. And then we'll just have this. I'll have another one pretty close. Kind of want to get this a similar angle. And then what we'll do is we'll bring this cut and cover to like right here, and then we'll drop it down. And actually bring this back a little bit. Have the swoop in, and then we'll connect all that up. How's that look? I wonder if I can, if I delete all of this, I could definitely get a better curve than what I have. And we'll leave that one for on that side. But how's that turn? No. That's so annoying. I hate when I do that. What if I do it like this? Just gotta see how stubby we can make it. See, I wish there was a little more leeway there. There we go. Right underneath. And how much are we spending? I want to spend probably, damn, that's already 1.1, so we got to be careful. So let's connect up to the stadium, and then we'll let the game run for a little bit. And I think fair wise, we're gonna run like 475 to get some money flowing in. And I think we'll build one more station up here. See, I don't know why it keeps flipping from residents to workers. I don't know if I'm clicking that. But it helps. I need the residents when I get up here. So we'll have a station up here, right in this spot. And we can just run this as cut and cover. And I don't think that changes the price. 1.22. I don't think it matters what height you build it at in that kind of bracket. See, every time I go to cost, it's changing it from workers to residents and then getting it stuck, which is very annoying. We can bring this down. And we probably should put a station on this side as well. I'm just gonna stop looking at the cost, I think. So we can keep that up. Do we need a station up here? I don't know. Not too much demand. Let's just connect up and we'll put an infill station later if we need one. And I want to see if I can... No. Close though. Close. Probably like that. I won't have any issues. Nice. This is fun building on a new map. I mean, Boston I had a lot of knowledge, and then even my San Francisco one, when I was just rebuilding it, I have like pretty good knowledge of where the routes are. The commuter rail was interesting. That one took a lot of research. I haven't taken the commuter rail yet, so I kind of wanted to build along this. See, well, I don't know if I need to report that it keeps switching between workers and residents. I think I could build it along this road and then cross over maybe. There's not much demand over here though. There's demand right here. There's a pocket and a pocket right there. Interesting. But what is nice about this map is how far it goes. Up to, what is this? Eureka? Or no? Is that what's up there? I'm not sure. Yeah, so we'll have our 3 downtown stops. I think that should be good. And we'll probably have other rails branch off from these. And we'll see how much traffic that causes. I think I'll probably have another rail hugging the coast coming down. And we also, looks like we need to target this area. And somehow get all the way down to the airport down here. And then we'll also have a station on this side of the highway. Couple, probably like one right here. Seems like one right here maybe. Should be well covered. And let's build our last station right by the stadium. And to be nice, we'll put it right here. Actually, what road? We're gonna curve right there. So I think right here should be fine. Watch out for that $7 million building. And we'll do quad. And where do we want to send it? We'll have one this way and one maybe crossing, following like a similar by the bridge, connecting into Bellevue. Light metro for Tacoma. Oh, that's smart. Like connecting it to downtown or just connecting it like around Tacoma. I think we'll eventually get there. I mean, it's all the way down here. We might have to do multiple live streams on this map. Like the music though. Last live stream it got like my whole live got copyrighted striked, which is weird. But I put in like a report because the music's supposed to be royalty free as long as you credit it. So I don't know what the issue was. So we'll send one, yeah, down here. So we'll have another flyover in this area, which means we'll have to drop this down to 11. And we'll do it as late as we have to. Probably right here. And let's see if we have any issues with buildings. Okay. We'll be fine. But we'll drop this to 11 right here. And this center road to get from the state, is Subway Builder worth it? 30. I would say it's worth it if you're like really into it. Steam, it's gonna be like $40. I don't know why I guess Steam takes a cut, so it's gonna be more expensive. I would say you could probably wait for like more updates and some bug fixes. I'm sure we'll encounter some bugs today. And like more features definitely need to be added, but it's a fun game. I know there's like NIMBY rails and stuff that probably has like more features for the price. Okay, so I think we'll do a very similar thing where the main track is gonna be we'll have the main track just be at 11. And let's see how far we'll need to go out before the crossover. Somewhere in between these buildings. So we'll just bring this to like right here to give enough space for the flyover. And then just connect up these two. And can I get a better, like a straighter path? I guess it's gonna keep arching out. To keep some speed, we'll keep it like that. And then we'll add crossovers. And maybe the stadium would need a quad stop. We can upgrade that in the future. And how much money do we have? 1.5. Okay. See, it is. That's the bug. Okay, I'll get that reported. I'm thinking like kind of a diagonal route following this arterial. It looks like there's also some, I feel like we're gonna miss this. Let's see, if we come straight through, have a stop maybe right here and then swing over to this arterial. There seems to be like just no density outside the downtown. There's also, should have a diagonal. We'll also have one come this way. Where are these people going? Downtown? All over. Okay. Let me do this for these people over here. Most of them are going downtown. I think this would be a really good map to do some light metro too. For now, let's just add our crossovers and we'll have 2 routes to start it off. And then maybe we'll do light metro first. And then that way we can make some money right away. Okay, nice. Let's have our routes. We can take off our demand. I don't know. I kind of want to make the buildings a little bit lighter. Add a little bit more color to the map. Not that much. Something like that. And then maybe the road's a little lighter. Just a little bit. And water, because they're... I don't think... Oh. All the ocean floor is the same height. So if you are playing this game, you can turn off ocean floor depth. And that's when you can change the color of your water. That's way too bright, but something like that looks a little bit nicer. Maybe a little more like saturated. Or less saturated. Nice, we have 18 people in here. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. We're playing on the Seattle map. Also, I realized the chat. I think the chat's in a good spot. It's kind of small though. I'm looking at my live stream. It's kind of small. Let me see if I can make that bigger real quick. I'm gonna stream elements. Yeah, I didn't realize how tiny that was. One sec, guys. I should be able to just drag it. And then we'll have it disappear after like a minute. I think it should be good. Oh, let me save and then you guys can see the change. It's so weird with the stream being delayed. It's very weird. Okay, so we'll call this one, I don't know. Do you guys have a name? A route you want to call it? We can call it like the A. Simple. Give it a little box. Give it like the lime, like their the Seahawks colors. Yeah, let's give like an A, lime, and then we'll do a B for Washington University. This one will connect up, and they're like purple. We'll do a little triangle or a little box, and we can also make custom colors. And let's see if our routes work. No valid path. Oh, that's because we didn't add a crossover here. So what we'll do is, for now, to save on costs, we'll just bring this through, and then we'll put a crossover right here for these trains. I'm glad I started off with Boston. A navy line for the Seahawks. I don't think it'll be too dark. We'll see. Let's try let's do navy for the Seahawks, which is like probably that. Let's see if that's too dark, and we'll add our route in, and then we can name our stations if we want, or we could just keep them how they are. I do wish for them to add in some kind of like neighborhood naming, like Google Maps will show you the neighborhood or city outline. I hope they do something like that. And actually, yeah, we'll bring this. Dude, I think the stadium should have been a quad rail. We'll see if we have issues. Because I think it makes sense to connect up UW to the stadium for sure. Because this one we're gonna have to connect up to the airport eventually. And I think the airport line should be the one going to the stadium. We'll see. We could have our A line stop here and then they could transfer going this way. How's that look? I think it's a little dark. Let's do this like lime color. Is that now we have the Joker or Joker routes. I don't like that. We'll do the lighter blue. How about blue and purple? And we have 1.3 left over. Let's start running this and add some trains onto these routes. And we'll get to 10-minute frequencies, or under 10 and then 10. We'll run a 3-2-1 service and see how that works. More cars. And for this, we'll just buy like, I guess we're gonna have to be frugal. So let's do that. Let's be frugal. Because we might, if we want to A-line to the east. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Like splits off and then goes underneath this interchange. Stop right here and then start running down this road. I think that makes sense. Are these all parks? Or are they like, this is a golf course, obviously. There seems to be a lot of parks west or east of downtown. So I'm just a little bit thirsty. And I don't think we're making any money yet. Does anyone even get it on? I think we're gonna have to run this, yeah, a little faster. Hey, there we go. Our first population dot. Nice. So they live over here and they're working here. Nice, nice, nice. If we run this at 4 times, I know there's a bug. It'd be cool to have a station. I have no idea where Pike's Place is, I'm gonna be honest. Is that a road name? I think it would make sense to have a parallel line going west up into here along the waterfront. And then we'd have 2 parallel lines. And then that one we could bring to the stadium. I think around downtown though we'll have some kind of light metro loop. Okay, we are earning money already, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Just a little bit. Let's look at our ridership. Okay, it's just gonna go up and up for this first day. So we can start building another line. I think some kind of light metro loop would be cool. And to do that, I'm gonna see where people are going. I think everyone just, yeah. I'm gonna work on this dot right here and see. Pretty straight lines all over. I wish it said, I guess it kind of does. Is it connecting to these dots? Weird, no. I want to just do this. Yeah, those people are walking, but these kind of outer edges could be. Public Market west of Spring Street. Okay. Let's find where you're talking about. Spring Street, okay. Actually, let's go into Google Maps. Let's do that. if I go to Google Maps, and then I can switch you guys over. One sec. It's Control 3. What did I put Google at? Yeah, Control 4. There we go. I have my hotkeys set up. I've never used hotkeys. And let's go across the country to Seattle. Oh, the Space Needle. Let's connect up to that. Pike Place. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Damn, there is just a lot of parks running. That's nice. This is, okay, this is all industry. It's an interesting city for this game. Okay, so we'll have something run along the waterfront, connecting to Lumen and T-Mobile. And then we'll swing that to, what is this town? West Seattle? Yeah, all of West Seattle. Okay, let's go back to the game. Control 1, I think. Let's see if I was right. No, Control 1. There we go. Okay. We're learning. Oh, true. We could turn on transit layer. That would be very helpful. Let me try doing that real quick, and then try to do it on the maps though. Transit. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to Google. Oh, I have to be in OBS to change it. Okay, so here's our current lines. So they don't even have anything going into what is this area? Magnolia, Ballard, Fremont. They have one going to the university. Damn, they don't have much transit, it looks like. I know they're doing a lot of upgrades, but let's go back. Okay, did we make any money today? Or I guess the day's still going on. Okay, we're not making any money. Light blue is commuter rail. Oh, okay. Yeah, we are not making money. Why aren't we getting any riders yet? 6,000? I guess we haven't made too many connections. Once we start branching off. So I think we need to just continue some of these parallel routes first before we build anything new. So I'm not gonna go any further south yet. I'm gonna follow this purple line, and I'm gonna see where people at the university are coming from. Walking, kind of coming from over here, which is not good news because our line's not gonna go that way. What about this other one? It's so spread out. Okay, it's mainly down here. The fare needs to be lowered. Okay, we'll lower the fare and see if that helps. We'll lower to 4 and see if we can get more riders. I think we might have to stick with like a lot of light metro today. Building out. I think, let's have something that follows this line. What is this? Madison Street. Let's do that. Build a little bit more. And this can all be cut and cover. And did we make this at 5 or 9? No. Okay. And then this one can interchange with R2 stations. And it will just be pinging back and forth. Let's bring up demand stats. And we'll send it to like right here. And then we can make a loop from this. Because I don't think heavy, we're gonna need heavy going this way. And I see kind of turning right here, connecting up to the campus. Should we make this light metro or heavy metro? So starting at Spring Street, coming down Madison Street, and then right here turning, and then ending at UW. Because I'm seeing, when I go back to demand and I go to workers, I'm seeing some right here, and then if I go to the other view, this other one, there seems to be a couple right here. Yeah, it's about 25,000 workers. Or is that workers? No, that's residents in this area. It's kind of confusing. I have too many layers selected. There we go. Can I go back? Yeah, so let's connect up all these workers up here. Light. I like that idea. Light's fun. And it will save some costs. And we're gonna need a station here, and we'll have it next to it, I think. Or we'll have it within walking distance. I could, no, because we're trying to connect to that bubble. So we'll actually have some kind of, let's see, how do we want to do this? What is this at 9? This is at 5. Can I just put it right next to it? Yeah, because these are at different heights. So I could have this right next to it. Or I could have it more on the bubble. Which I wonder if this is just the campus. I'm kind of confused by that. Let me go back, sorry. I don't know if this is just supposed to be the campus. But I think these are close enough that they'll have transfers. So we're gonna have our end station be right here for now. And then we'll add a couple stations, and each station costs, is that 50 million? So let's try to build like 10 at the most. And to make sure we're connecting in, we'll have this selected, and then, oops, and then this bubble. And then we'll have a stop up here. Actually, not that bubble, sorry. Can I click on something else? Oh, I have to, every time I have to back completely out. It's very annoying. Yeah, we'll have a couple stations. Let's have one right here. And we'll do it every like 5 to 8 blocks. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we'll have it right here. And then we'll have our first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have one right here. And then we'll fit 2 in right here. And these will be a little bit closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have one kind of in this central area. And then these will be kind of close. But these are all downtown. Actually, let's push it down a little bit. These are all downtown. So that's all right. I'm skipping this song. Did that break it? Did that break my Spotify? No. I thought I broke it for a second. We'll come right here and then curve in. And I think we'll just go to 11 on this curve and then drop it down just so we can get underneath those buildings. And that's actually all gonna be, we're gonna have to drop it down right away. And what's our cost at? 400, okay. I don't wanna spend too much on this project. I feel like it's gonna have way more ridership than the other one. My worry. And we'll have some kind of turn right here. to save on costs. Or not to save on costs, to not have to demolish anything. Just like that. And this, the rest we should be able to connect up pretty easily. Have all of our straight lines. And this, where do we need it? We need to get over here. Okay, that's gonna be intersecting. I think we can just put this at 5. No, not at 5. Okay. 7. Why was 9 not okay? Oh, what is this at? That's weird. It's weird that 5, 10? I don't know what this is at. Whatever. We'll have a little part that's at 11, and then we'll instantly drop it down back to 9. And this can run straight until here. Nice little turn right there. And can I get away with not demolishing that one house? Nice. Look at that. And then we'll connect these two in. Oh, I don't like that though. Let's get something better. I can do that first, and that should give us, yeah. Okay, that should be nice. And I think Light Metro is kind of the way to go for now, and then upgrading later on. And I think our stations are a good distance. I mean, there might be, maybe, no, I think that's good. I think that's good. Let's give it a different name. I'll use A. We can just give it the Madison line or something. What is this part? Southeast or something? What is that? What road is this? 23. Give it like the Husky line or something, because that's our goal. Get it up there. The Husky. For UW. And then what's their other color? It's like gold, right? Make it gold. Let's see. Can we get a nice gold color? Like that. And we'll make it a little pill. Oh, and I made it a heavy metro. I always do that. I always forget it, right? You have to switch. It's annoying you can't just switch right away. Let's make that gold. A little more orange into it. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. Husky. And now we connect them all up. So yeah, there needs to be an option to auto at every stop. You click on the terminus stations. And then let's run this at, how are we out of train cars? I think, I thought it should start with me with some. We'll run 2. Let's see. By 16, and then we'll run these at 4 cars and see how that works out. And let's run it. And we still have 700 million. And I think the next thing we should do is just extend out our current lines. Now that we got 3 going. I want to get this station more usage. So I want to find where people are coming from. Okay, so up here. So let's start working our way up. And then down south too, we could. I mean, we could work on our flyover. Get some of this. See, it's like they're not in off the main road. it's like all the way over here. And I think this road will save for a future line. So maybe I extend the Husky line up here. Let's see, where are people living that are going to campus? Let me look at that. If I go workers, because I think workers count as students. So there's some workers here. What about, and then up here. And let's look at an overall demand. Okay, so there's some main streets. There's this one over here. There's just not that much density. I mean, there is. I mean, like this area seems kind of dense. Where are these people going? It's a lot of crosstown. I kind of built this with straight lines, but it seems like there's a lot of cross stuff. Where do you guys think we should go next? Should we extend purple north, or blue north, or our blue south in this area? I think this purple north might make sense, but the Husky line to west. Oh, our light metro? Okay. I like that idea. And it would save us some costs while our system gets started. So let me see, where are the people in downtown coming from west? Like, where should we finish this? I don't think we have to worry about that. So I guess let's reverse it. And where are these people coming from? Okay, that's better. What's Ballard? Is that this area over here? I'm sorry, Kimberly, I don't know. I don't know anything about Seattle. You guys picked it. I should have picked it. We should have done San Francisco. Then I would have been chilling. Okay, I think aiming for this area right here makes sense. So take the Husky, run down one of these streets. It doesn't really matter. I think this one, North 40. Run it down North 40, have it connect up to the blue. That way it would capture some of these guys. And then bring it down this main road, or bring it down this road. It's kind of all over. I think down this road and then down this road. And our last stop will be up here. So we'll have this motion, because there seems to be demand up here. Okay, so we'll build one station up here. Right here. We'll build one, and let me keep my demand up. And I have it pinned just these two bubbles, which is kind of nice. And what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So perfect. We'll have this on a curve. This looks like a high school, so they're getting a station right in front of them. Good for them. And then we'll bring this straight down. And I don't think this is too far between these two. Actually, these seem kind of like big blocks now that I'm looking at it. How close were our other? Okay, about that big. Okay, it's about the same. We don't have tons of money, so we can always add infill later as long as we keep it pretty straight. Connect that in. And then probably 2 more stations kind of in this dense part. Oh, where'd my demand go? There it is. keep it pinned. Okay. I think one station right here. Let's actually go the other way real quick. We'll have a station in between this block. Or should we come down here first? No, because we want to go on this road. So let's build that station, that transfer station. We can build this at 5. And I'm a perfectionist, so we're gonna get this perfect. Something like that. Nope. And we'll have that connect down this road, and then we'll have one station in between for these guys. This looks like a nice suburban neighborhood, but we'll connect that up, allow some density. And how much is that going to cost us? 230. Okay. And we'll have it come down, and then we'll have a station down here. Let's count our blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll have this after the turn. So it should be close enough. And then it looks like we'll need like 2 to 3. 1, 2, or like 1, 2, probably like right before the turn. Have it turn here, and then have it turn up this main street. So 1, 2, 3, probably like right here, have another station. And let's look at our overall demand. Let me take this off. See, once you click on a bubble, it won't show you. And I gotta like, maybe if I shift, oh, there we go. That's how you reset it. Okay, so yeah, this station, and then we'll have one more. How many workers work here? Okay, a few. So we'll move this station up a little bit. Oh, I don't want to highlight any. How do I unhighlight? It should be resetting. I don't know why it's not. Like as soon as I click off, it should reset. I don't know. Huh, that's weird. Okay, now it's stuck. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so these are kind of close. So we'll move it right here at this intersection. Boom, right there. Then we can connect these up. Oh, and we built this too close, it looks like. So we're gonna have to delete this station and readjust this angle. That looks better. And that connects in. We lost a little speed. That's all right. Okay, from here we'll drop this down. We could go underneath everything, or we're gonna have to make 2 big turns. Let's drop this down here, and then have this drop down, kind of like that. Yeah. And then we'll just connect all these in at, I think we built all of our stations at 9, which is good to remember. And this turn, build it as far away, there we go. So I don't know, how much does this part cost us? So we go standard tunnel. Not too much, I guess. Let's connect all these in. And let's add our crossover before I forget. And this line's about to get very long. And what is the issue? Oh, there's some buildings in the way. So we'll just drop this. Is it cheap? Sometimes it's cheaper just to demolish them. So let's bring this out straight here. This one is gonna have to be dropped down, it looks like, no matter what. And if I just did that, yeah, let's just drop it down. And then connect these up. And we might have to do something similar here. Yeah. Because there's no real straight road. So we'll have this start to angle a little bit down. And then connect these up. And this project is going to cost us 580, which is not great, but it's all right. We're adding what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stations. And now we need to start making some money. So we'll start running the game a little faster and we can just chat. And we'll run our Husky all the way up here. And then we can even name some of the stations. We can start, at least the ones I know of. And we'll keep the same trains and see. Actually, we'll definitely need to run more. Let's buy 8 more, that way we can run 2 more high demand. I think something like that, and see how that affects our budget. I know if you run the game at 3 times or 4 times speed, it can mess with your finances, so that's my only issue. Running the game too fast. Like if you keep it at 2, I think it's fine. Let's see, I feel like we're running too many trains. Yeah, no one's even using this. We're gonna drop all this down and not run any night trains on the B, because you could take the light metro at night. And then this A will drop 221 or 211. I think that would be better. So that's what we got so far. A little Y and a little, almost an S. If we start to curve it again, we'll have an S, an SY shape going on. And let's see, are we making any money? Did we make? We're not. Okay. Let's increase the fare just a little bit and see if that helps. And we'll run it 4 times for a second. I'm just gonna step away for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. And we have 21 people in here. Welcome everyone. I think next would be run purple to the north. And I want to I like having the roads up. I wish I could keep this up all the time. It makes it a lot more visually interesting than just a blank geography. Like that's why I've said this before. I told the developer to keep the buildings in. At least maybe like a lower res version. Zachary McAndrews. Hey, nice to be able to catch you live. Big fan of you. Thank you, Zachary. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we're on Seattle. Trying something new. We're struggling to make any money, it looks like. I do want to say thank you guys for all the support. That really helps me keep going. We've hit almost 600 subscribers. It's kind of awesome. I think I might try out new games in the future. I really want to start to build a PC and then I can play City Skylines because that would be fun. I have a lot of playtime on the PS5, but I don't think that would make for a really good product. I mean, maybe it would be kind of hard. City Skylines without any mods is just not very visually appealing sometimes, very cartoony. And we're making some money. Okay, we're making a lot more. Look at that. There we go. We're making some money. I think this 450 is a good amount. We haven't gotten any warning capacity yet. But we're starting to get some blue going along our new route. Have you looked at N2 City Bus? No, I haven't. Right now I can only run games on Mac. I just play off my laptop. But I think coming this year, coming the next couple months, I'm gonna start to build a PC. Okay, now we're printing money. We're gonna have to keep the game running. It works fine on my laptop. The Boston save, Donna Griffin. I'll just call you Griffin. The Boston save runs alright now that we've built a lot up. It is starting to lag quite a bit when I look at like station ridership, and when I'm building routes. Right when I hit build blueprint, it does lag a bit, but it's all right. I think like on a New York map where you're gonna have eventually a ton of lines, it'll slow down your computer, but on MacBook it runs fine. So check station ridership. Okay, yeah, we will check ridership. Oops, sorry. Okay, so our new station. Let's do stations, yeah. This station's getting 11K. Our new stations are getting quite a bit. This one's might have been pointless. That's all right. These two are doing good. This one's doing good. Okay. Yeah, all of our Huskies kind of dominating the top. They're holding down the bottom too. Newton Street. What is Newton Street? Because okay, it's this one, and I knew this one wouldn't get any ridership. That's all right. Downtown, we're looking pretty good though. I think it does take a little bit for the population to like learn to take that line. Obviously, sometimes they'll switch over quick, but overall, the shift to transit kind of takes a while in the early game. It seems like. And if we do transfers, okay. So this station, why isn't this counting as a station group though? That's weird. Oh, it's because it's a light metro. I thought the station groups worked. Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's close this, or let's slow this just a little bit. Okay, our Husky is dominating. So I think for today, we're just gonna stick with just light metro. And maybe add a new route in. I think some kind of circulator in the suburbs downtown. I see if I pull up demand, I see a nice little box we could do. Or even head up here. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, because Boston, it doesn't do that. It's alright though. Is it doing it downtown? It's not doing it downtown. Maybe it's just not big enough yet. Cause this one is on top of each other. They're touching. I'm not sure what the issue is. Also, it's weird that this one's not. There's no transfers here, or not too many. Okay, let's do a light metro somewhere else. I think we'll have enough money to start building it a little bit. We can already tank our first bond. Maybe we'll wait to see if we can hit the 500 billion. And we're just gonna let the game run pretty quick. And see, let's look at our route. They're not filling too much. Maybe we should run 3. Let's run 3 medium demand. Oh, and as I say that. Well, we're about to hit rush hour, so let's see how this goes. Let's see our 5 p.m. See if we get any. I mean, we're using all of them. I'm running a 4 car for all these. Yeah. Okay, so that's working well. What about our AB? Damn, these are just not getting used, the heavies yet. That's alright. We'll stick with light metro until we can build up enough to build out the heavy. I think's the plan. So our next light metro route, we can either keep extending our Husky line, or we could start developing maybe something going over here. I want to focus on, where is this? Are we capturing? Okay, there's still some more people over here. I want to stick to what's close. I'm glad that all these people are using it though. That's awesome. Let's focus on this dot, and maybe we could have another light metro transfer station right here. Okay, there's a bit of population there. Some in East Seattle, not East Boston. Yeah, let's build a new line. Where do we want to go though? We could send something off this line. Seems like a dense area. Bring it down this, underneath this bridge. Swing in somewhere. There's no real like cut, there's no real central street it looks like. And that's just on this, here, let me click off this demand button bubble. I'm just trying to go for density right now. Yeah, this part is more dense. I feel like we need to swing it over to here maybe. Maybe just... We could have something east-west. We could have something downtown. A light metro to Magnolia. I think this is Magnolia, right? I have my Google Maps open. Okay, Magnolia's over there. Here, we can even look at... Let me go into OBS real quick. Here is Google Maps of Seattle. And let's just see... I have transit. I want to see the satellite. Are these just all single family homes? Like, where do you guys build apartments? Some along this road, looks like. And then you have this massive rail infrastructure cutting across. Okay, we'll send something up here. We'll send something there. Actually, let me close out Google Maps because that's going to take up a bit of our bandwidth. So we'll aim for this dot. Or this one right here. And then we'll have it connect up here. I like that idea. And then this Market Street can be have two stations there. Or have not two stations, sorry. We'll have two stops there. So we need to let our game run at 4 times to be able to make any money. And then we'll have our demand stats open to follow some kind of curve. I know I'll have a line along the waterfront. That's my only, I don't want to overdo this area. Maybe this could be the waterfront line. I think sticking with light metro in some of these areas is just the way to go. Let me click on this again and let me highlight all of downtown. Yeah, I think this area will be best served by light. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have our light metro and we'll have a stop right here. Is this a highway or just a busy road? Looks like a road. This interchange is a bit worrying, but we'll have a stop right here. And then we'll send it to Market Street. You said have it cross over with the station. Wait, let me move this button. Sorry, one sec. I'm looking at my phone for the chat. Maybe cross over with the very loose station northeast. Which one was that one? Is it this one? Yeah, this one. Oh, I see. So have it come in. That's a good idea. Let's first build. Oh, we're getting a warning. Finally, our first warning. Nice. Nice. Okay, so that means what? It's rush hour. Let's add one train on. But all these are empty. So let's wait. Let's wait. We'll need a couple more roads or a couple more warnings. So connect. I don't know, because if I want to send it north though, that's my only concern. Kind of off. I could have these two, this one at least be a transfer station, and then have it continue on east. Yeah. I mean, I could extend Husky up here too. Are we making money? I want to make sure we're still making money, so that's good. So each station costs us about 50. And where do we want to put this station? I was thinking right here along the waterfront. Can I switch this over? I can't. So let's take demand stats off, put them back on. I want to build something like this. So I'll have a stop right here. And then we could bring this one down if we want to connect. And then we'll have a stop. Let's see, we're gonna have a stop 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, and then 6. I think that makes sense. So where can we, is this the highway underneath? Yeah, it is the highway underneath. Have you looked at the work demand at Microsoft headquarters in Redmond? I don't know where Redmond is. I'm gonna have to look at my Google Maps. Let me look real quick, and then I can find it on the map. I'm looking on Microsoft Seattle. Redmond. Oh, Redmond's over there. I see it. Okay. Now let me find it on Subway Builder. Oh, it's this. Okay. Right? I think that's the same. By the river. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we could... This map looks fun. Once we get some money. Let me click on this. How many people? Okay. Going to college. I don't know why it's not letting me exit out. Okay, it seems like it's kind of separated. I'm interested how people are getting across. Okay, so we could have some kind of just straight line to Bellevue in the future. Let's see. Okay, let's start building this out. We'll have our Madison Street, or kind of like our, what is this called? The waterfront? The waterfront stop, and then we'll have it stop every couple blocks. So 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have a stop right here. And yeah, probably like right here. And then maybe a stop here. What is this, a college? What is that? I'm looking on Google Maps. Every we'll find out some stuff together. And I keep, every time I pull up Google Maps, it sends me to Boston. Oh, this is the Space Needle. Oh. Oh, and it's the basketball. It's the basketball arena. That makes sense. Because what if I do this? Yeah, that's our Space Needle. That's our Subway Builder Space Needle. Hey, let's have it stop there then. So we're having a stop there, and then we'll have this. How about it just stops right in front of the arena? And maybe they'll get the Sonics to come back if we build this. That's kind of a big distance. I don't know, is that too far between our light metro? I think we need to add one more in. Maybe at the bottom. Yeah, right here. And then we'll add a couple throughout. I think we'll switch over to this road. Yeah, we'll switch over to this road. And then, oh, we don't even have enough money just for that. And we still have to build the tracks. Damn, that's unfortunate. I forgot how tough the early game is sometimes. Especially when you don't get any money easily. I wanna, let's see. I'll have a station right here and then probably one more station and then connect up. Makes sense to me. So let's build a station. How about right here? And then how are we gonna get over? That's my question. We'll have our station right here though, and then we'll be able to figure it out. That will connect up easily. And then we'll need a station in between these two. And I think maybe at this turn, is there any demand here? There's some demand. This will get captured by this. Yeah, we'll put a station right here in between. That way we can have our curve. We'll have it curve down this street and then go on, and then it will just run underneath all these houses. I think makes sense. Or no, I'm gonna cook. We'll do this. Put this there, down a little bit, and then we can run this at 9. Because I want to see how much this total is gonna cost, and then we could delete a station or two if we need to. And this one's gonna have to drop down to 11. Something like that. Maybe we could run cut and cover if we turn it. I think we'll just connect up. Let's do that. And then we'll bring this up this street. What is this street? Gilman Drive. Is this my music? What is this? I need to switch it up. Give me a different I'm just playing master plan music. I need to find more royalty free music, because on YouTube you can't play any, because once I post the live it will get copyright striked. But during the live I can play whatever, I think, but it's, if I want, I'd have to delete it, and I just don't know if I want to delete the VODs. And let's string this through. Oh, and I'm getting a low battery warning, so give me 1 sec. Let me plug this in. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, let's bring this in. And we're already on day 7, and we're just not. We're making some money. We're doing all right, but we need to make more. Our capitalistic subway system demands more profit. And then we'll connect this in to Market Street. So we'll run this whole thing without any issues to right here. And can we get a nice straight on the node? Nice. So this right now is going to cost us 480. I think maybe we'll build half of it. Not sure. How much are the tracks costing? Because the tracks... Okay. So the stations are costing. So I'm wondering if we're putting too many stations. Like maybe we shouldn't have one of these. And then put one of these in later. Let's put this in. Let's connect up the rest of the tracks and then we can delete a station if we need to. And then we can just infill it later. If we just delete it where it is standing. This one should just swoop through. Oh look, we have a perfect little arc right here to go through. And I think for this turn, oh, we can get, look at that. That nicely fit. Do you guys think I should post this as like a cut up live with maybe more voiceover? Yeah, this heavy metro was not a good, I mean, it will be a good idea in the future if we do play on this map again. But to start off, I think I should have just done all light metro. Because no one is, let's look at our ridership. Yeah, no one is using this. It's just not far enough. That's what I found, like in the Boston, you'll see the commuter rail. Once I built that, it really increased our ridership. But you have to go very far to collect, you know, all the demand. Or just have a really dense city, which Seattle just doesn't seem super dense. Seems like a lot of like city suburbs. You know, these are all single family. Maybe some multifamily, but they're not like big apartment complexes. Okay, so this, I think we'll just delete some of these stations, but let's do that after we finish building the track. And this, I bet right here, and bring this to here. And that's still not, okay, I see why. It's best to like kind of run it on the outside with a little slight curve. And can I get in? No. They'll have a really slow turn. That's all right. So we'll keep this station. We'll keep these these 4 downtown stations. And then maybe we'll just delete these 2. Because this one is all going to have to be underground. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have another sharp turn. Actually, we're going to drop to 11 real quick. And then I'm going to have a sharp turn to this street. And then that way we can have another turn. That should all be cut and cover. So we'll drop this down right away. And then I'll bring it a little further out to there. And can we get a turn? No, not yet. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Let's first start to turn this. And then we should be able to get a nice curve in. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so let's delete. Let's see, how much is our cost? 610 million. I'm just wondering what, yeah. We're just not making, we're already on day 8, guys. Jeez. The pain of the early game. And we're gonna have to add a crossover here, I know. To this station. And then we're gonna have to, let's delete these two and we'll add them in later on because these nodes should save. And then if we need to, we could even take the loan out to see how this makes money. We'll keep that one. We'll take away this stop. Yeah, and then we'll infill that later on. But now I kind of want to, I think these should be close enough for transfers. We won't have to make a station group for now. But I think in the future, I would just connect them up. So that will be our new line. And we need 480 million. So we're 200 million away. We're making a good, I mean, we're making steady profit. Let's jack this up and I just want to see how it affects. So we'll do 550 for now. And I want to see how that affects. Yeah. And I'm going to go on YouTube just to see if everything is working on the live stream. Sorry guys, 1 second. Okay, it should be good. I don't know, there's no easy way to access, at least for me, the live stream. I need to like make a bookmark. Because right now I have to go into YouTube Studio and then click lives and then click view live. Let's see, is this? Okay, this is doing well. The inflation is real. Yeah, I know. Okay. Just making sure that's working. Okay, while we wait, are we making money? Maybe we should not run. Okay, let's look at our hourly. Yeah. Let's just not run any trains at night. I think it's just a waste of money. Yeah, I think it's a waste of money for now. So what trains are we? I think we're just running. We're running either of our heavy at night. Yeah, let's not run this. And then we'll just run our husky at night. And we'll run one. Okay. That should help a little bit. And we increased our fare a bit. So let's see how that works. Thanks, Biden. Yeah, I know. Biden increased our transit cost to $550. We actually hired him. He's our transit ambassador. Okay, that might have actually killed our revenue. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to kill our ridership a little bit. But we'll see how it evens out. Oh my god, it is... No, okay, we're going back down. It's killing our ridership. We'll go to 475. We're close. We're close. How are you guys enjoying the Boston series? What do you guys think we should work on next? My idea is we're gonna... Episode 8 is gonna be finishing the commuter rail. That's already done. Episode 9, I'm thinking like a Quincy light metro. I think going forward, it's all gonna be light metro. And then... I think like a Salem, Beverly, Lynn light metro loop will be another one. And then I think some kind of like southern, like southwest light metro loop. Just make it free. Yeah. I know. I want to test that out on Boston, like going down to $1 fare and see how that affects the ridership. Because we have enough money there. There is a place to check if it is cheaper to take the train. And that is parking costs. Or how do I need to click on a resident that's going downtown. Parking cost is $5. Oh, I see, I see. Is that for everyone? Or is that just for, like, does it change depending? Oh, smart. So we need to go right underneath that, which is 475. So let's stick at that. Alright, bye, KKD. Have a good dinner. Yeah, also, I haven't been watching the live stream. I need to figure out how to get a notification when people subscribe. Do you guys get like some kind of alert? Because I set it up. So if you subscribed or if you donated, you'd get like an alert on the screen. Let me know if that's working. Because I think we already got a couple subscribers from this live stream, it looks like. Okay, we're getting close. I think we're gonna need like 1 or 2 more days. Yeah, our fare went down, our revenue went down a little, so I think we jacked it up a little too much that last day. So we'll stick under $5 because none of our routes are filling up. So, yeah, I think maybe we just run one less. No, I think if these are half full, it should be fine. And these trains just aren't getting any usage. So that was a bad idea. Building the light metro was a bad idea for now. That's all right though. I mean, they're getting usage, just not nearly enough from how much it costed us. When this costed us, you know, a sixth of it. This costed nothing, like 500 million. This cost like 2 billion. It's double ridership. Okay, Husky's hitting some, so that's good. I just don't want to get that interest. So let's do this. Let's delete this part. And hopefully it deletes that crossover I added. Oh, I can't delete the crossover. That's alright. And that's 409 million. And then we'll build that and then we'll connect up once we... Because I don't want to take the loan. I don't want to take the loan because it has 10% interest and that's just way too high. Do you have another channel or did you manage to strike gold by getting 8K views? Dude, I don't know. It just popped off. I mean, this game was, I look pretty fun, so. Hey, I'm the creator of the game. Just wanted to say I love your videos. Oh, thank you, Colin. Thanks so much. Hey, you're my first donation in my YouTube account, so I want to thank you so much for that. That's awesome that you're here, dude. I'm glad you like the videos. This game's a lot of fun. But if you want to put some money in this account, this Seattle Transit account, we'd appreciate it. Oh yeah, Kimberly, good point. When I post on YouTube, it's saying City Skylines. I don't know if that's something you control, but if you add it as like a game on YouTube, I don't know how it works exactly, but that might help a little bit. Because right now I think it's just going to City Skylines like categories. But thanks Colin for being here. That's awesome. So if only I could put $20 in this account. And does it I never realized how that works. Huh. That's cool. I wish I could like it doubled. All in Y40. Well, it costs money to make the game, guys. Everyone's commenting. That's funny. Oscar, you kind of... Same on Twitch. Everyone just has to pick the generic games and demos. Yeah, I want to stream on Twitch too. Like YouTube and Twitch at the same time. We'll see. Did Colin eliminate the infinite money? No, he tried to. I don't know if he meant to. But you can still get around it. You have to load in your game. Let me slow this down real quick. You have to load in your game and then export as a legacy JSON file, but you have to be in the game like right now. So if I go here, you do export current game, and then from there you can change it. You have to change it in 2 places. Same thing, like the Command F. And then you have to, not in this menu, you have to back out a Subway Builder, reload it, and then import save file from like the main menu. And that's how it will work. That's what I had to do last episode because I had to add some money just to finish out the episode. I think they use the library game titles I added to the... Okay. I'm sure over time it will get added to with more and more people playing the game. You kind of inspired to make a series when hopefully Montreal. Oh, dude, that'd be sick. I want to visit Montreal next summer for the F1 race. I'm gonna take the train from New York, I think. That's my plan. Might make it a little video too. It'd be fun. But yeah, dude, I would do it. Just focus on... I think what people liked about my Boston series is like my familiarity with the city. Because I think maybe half of my viewers are from Boston, or at least in the comments they make it seem like it. So I would just like kind of not have a story, but have a direction you want to go with the video. And I reused a lot of the same routes they have in real life and just tweaked them. So yeah, good luck. I would do it. My first episode I just recorded from the Mac, what's it called? Like Mac screen capture. And then I used iMovie for the first episode. And then I was like, okay, I use DaVinci now, which is free. And I use OBS for everything because OBS is free too. So just catching up. Okay, let's run this. I just wanted to catch up on comments. But thanks again, Colin. Great game. Having a lot of fun. Also add the straight line feature if you could, because I just want to go straight like right now. Just like hit shift, go straight. I live in Montreal, so I would have good knowledge on what to do if you ever do go to Montreal. Yeah, I need to learn more about that. I saw like Miles in Transit. I saw some of his video. It looked interesting on the new REM system. So, but I don't really know much up there. It looks nice. Okay, we're so close. Let's just let this run. I'll catch up on any. Waiting for Toronto. Yeah. I mean, Colin can say in the comments, but in the developer Q&A, it's just like a database issue, or like a, not database, a storage issue with how they host it. So the Foamer's all right. Yeah, what is Foamer? Because I saw that on the Subway Builder Discord, like Foamer chat. What does that stand for? I'm kind of a noob sometimes when it comes to like some transit topics. Even though I name myself Transit Core, I need to learn a lot. Appreciate it. Infinite money. Okay. Sorry guys, I was trying to catch up. We had like a spam of comments come up. And where were we? Okay, we're building this. We need a bit. Okay, another stream. Oh, welcome back, So Badger. Yeah, another stream. Sunday night streams. I'm gonna try to do these maybe weekly, maybe every 2 weeks. Try to balance my schedule. It's a derogatory term. Why was it derogatory? That's funny. That's pretty funny. I think of foamers, I still kind of surf. I haven't surfed in Boston yet, but in California, you have like foamies, which is like the foam boards, the soft boards, and it's what beginners use. I don't think we'd call them foamers, but you'd call them kooks. That's what you'd call them. So that's when I saw that, I was like, surfing? Like, what are you talking about? So that's why I wanted to do San Diego. That was my choice for today's. But I like the Seattle map is fun. Build. Okay, we're just waiting. I don't know how to make money any faster. I think this line should get some. Once we build this though, I don't know what to do. We're making what, 30 million a day? This heavy metro is not a good idea. Not on this map right away. And I think we're gonna have to add a cross. Oh no, we need a crossover too. That's gonna add like another day to us waiting. Yeah, so back to Boston. I think maybe episode like 11 or 12 would probably be the last. And then I'm going to switch to Miami. I want to do a Miami series and with like a little more heavy on the editing and try to like learn some new techniques for that. And then maybe do like a one-off episode. Like a one-off episode for Miami and then see how it does and then maybe make that a series or just kind of hop around to different maps. But now that I'm trying out a new map for the first time in about a month, it's difficult. Maybe cut down the trains to only one at High Peak. Yeah. Okay, so we need 17 more mil, and I'm not taking that loan. I basically cut. This is our hourly. This is all even, so that's fine. We're only running one Husky train, and we're not really getting any issues. I mean, our profit's really high. We just don't have enough trains right now. I mean, it's at 57%, right? I accidentally opened something. We're at 57 percent profit. You would love Miami? Yeah, I think Miami would be fun. It would be interesting. I lived in West Palm Beach, so a little bit familiar with the area. I was looking at the map like 2 weeks ago to kind of plan out what the series would look like if I did it. So we'll see. We'll see. I think that, and then maybe branching to other games, like Transport Fever, because I can run that on my Mac, and then I could also run it to my PlayStation and then stream from that. So that might be a opportunity. And I was not running at 4x speed. So we're running 4 trains, and like our 2 heavies just aren't being used. Like I wonder if I should just not run them. Like I wonder, are they making money at all? We'll see. Let's watch this rush right now, and we'll see if they make any money. Is there an effect from the water table subway? Well, Michael, actually, I was gonna do it all elevated. That was like gonna be the twist of the video. I'll tell you guys now. I don't. If I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I don't think there's any way to run a subway. So it would be elevated train builder, not subway builder. But yeah, that would be the twist. Would be it all has to be elevated. So we'd have to demolish a lot of homes for like eminent domain. So I think that would be fun. City Bus Manager, yeah, I'll check that out after the stream and see. I'll watch some videos. Yeah, I've seen Transport Fever 30. That's the like, that looks so much fun. So I think maybe get 2. It's on sale right now, or it was. Maybe it's not on sale anymore. And do we have enough to build? Okay, we do. So let me buy that and we'll talk. Yeah, so I want to learn the basics and like the mechanics and just have a small series, and then that way when 3 comes out, I'm ready. If I do enjoy the game, to play it, make videos and stuff. On most of the maps, elevated light metro. Yeah, I think I would just stick with light metro, and then have some bigger, like just longer, heavy rail routes, kind of like Brightline, but not run at grade. Just have elevated. Let's go. Yeah, that's why for today's video I just wanted to do a map that had at least over 3 million population, because I needed some density so we'd make money. We're gonna call this the coast, or maybe how here, Magnolia Line. And then do we want to give it like a nice pink? Let's give it like kind of a brighter pink. When does it switch over? Wait, go back to pink. Sorry. When does it switch over to black right there? Can I make it? Yeah, I want it black. I want the text back, I mean. Wait, can you change the text color? No, you can't. Or can you? Maybe you should add that, Colin, if you're still here. Change the text color. And are we making... Which one's... the pill is our light metro. Let's add this in and see how this does. And I think I forgot a crossover at the end. So we're gonna need even more money. Oh, geez. On most of the maps, yeah. Okay, I replied to that one. Toki is definitely gonna add. Yeah, Toki would be cool. I think, yeah, once the international maps come out, then I'd probably start another city on maybe like London or Tokyo. Okay, let's see. Now we have enough. Now let's add in our Magnolia. Confirm, and then what should we do? Maybe a 2-car, see how it works. And we'll just do 1 and 1 for now and see usage. And I'm gonna keep up the construction tab just so we can see the roads. Nice little background. And we're about to go negative. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's not good. Jeez, okay. I think maybe definitely taking notes on how to start a city. Boston was pretty easy. Especially I added money, so definitely taking notes. Also, is the stream overlay I added too messy? Also, I'm looking right now, it's it's not working. I just noticed, because top newest donator should be Colin, because he gifted that super chat. So I don't know why the overlay is not working. Okay, I'm gonna let this run for a sec, and I'm gonna go into my stream overlay and see if I can fix that real quick while you guys watch. But I can still see chat, so. Gameplay. Yeah, because I can see all your text. Why is... I used someone's template. I don't know if anyone else streams. Let me know. Newest donator text. And then I go settings. Name, currency, amount. That's weird. Emulate. Super chat. Okay, can anyone tell me when he donated, did it give like a something on the screen for you guys? Like his message on the screen? Because that's how I have it set up. I'm confused why it's not showing that. Because that's the only reason I put all the overlay. Yeah, see how you see how I just put that in? Okay, so it does work. It does work. So why isn't it showing at the top? Sorry guys, one sec. I just feel like if someone's... I put that up there for if people did donate. Oh, it's because it's on tips. Okay guys, let me fix this real quick because I kind of feel bad if you do give a super chat or whatnot. I feel like your name should show up. So one sec. So I have latest. Okay, and Audrey didn't do that. That's just is that showing? Okay, I'll fix that for next one. Because also the total subscribers isn't in the bottom right. I'm noticing isn't working either. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, so I'll fix the overlay for next episode. It'd be cool if there was a map mode to highlight population density in particular census tracts. That'd be easy. Instead of the dots. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like kind of like a heat map. I think a heat map would be cool. So you wouldn't have to click. It would just be kind of more heat. And then you could like adjust that based off like income. Because, I mean, if you click on a dot, you can see their income once you click on a track of people. Where are these people going? Yeah, we just don't have any money. I'm just gonna keep running this at 4 times. Kind of a noob, I guess, for starting a city. Okay, total subscribers does show up for you guys, but just not the other one. So I'll fix that. And I don't know where to go from here. We don't have enough money to do anything. We could build on a new map real quick. And then I could let this run for a couple days, and if we ever came back, we could, on a later live stream, we could come back. I guess this is how it is. I'm just used to Boston. We could build on Boston too, if we want. Here, I'll make a poll, because I don't really know. I don't want to wait around doing nothing. Because just for one station, it's going to be 50 mil. Let's look at our ridership though before we do that. Magnolia is not getting any riders, but that's because I think we only have 1 train on. What do we put? So I think this was a dud. I spent all that money and I don't think. Chicago? Yeah. I think I might have played on Chicago like a month ago just for test. Like to see how the game ran. Yeah, don't build Elvie. I mean, Heavy worked in Boston, but I also gave us a lot of money. I mean, Boston was always profitable, though. It just was a matter of waiting. I didn't want to wait. But this is profitable, but this is just not nearly enough. And there's just no... I thought these stations would do well, but they're not. Like, this one's not getting any. Which is weird. There's an arena here. I feel like the arena should get... I guess there's not many workers. I vote SF. Okay, here, I'm going to do a poll. And we can start building our new city. Let me start the poll first, and then I'll save. One sec, guys. YouTube live. That's not it. I need to bookmark my live stream, because I have to go. Yeah, I did SF on the time lapse, but I thought I could build something different. So let's do a poll. We'll do 3 options that I see. Start a poll, then new city. And then we could have a couple cities going. And then we'll have SF, San Diego, or Chicago. And we can build a just light metro. There you go. You guys can vote. And I'll save this. And then we could keep this for later. Seattle live. And while you guys vote, I'll show you guys the Boston save real quick, if that's all right. Or do you guys not want me to spoil it? Let me exit. Also, wait. Oh, okay. That's why. Folder. I'm gonna vote myself. I'm gonna say San Diego. Okay, it's SF. I'll wait 2 more minutes. I'll wait 1 more minute. Do you guys want to see Boston? I was planning to do San Diego actually before the stream. So I looked at the San Diego map. Do you guys want to see the Boston map real quick? Of what I did between or after episode 7? Or do you guys want to wait for episode 8? I don't want to spoil it. Okay, it looks like SF1 wins. So we'll do SF in a sec. Let me actually, I'm gonna get a snack real quick. Yes, we have 4 yeses, 2 nos. Okay, we'll look real quick. But you have to watch the episode. That's the rule. So we'll go in real quick. And I'll trim this part out of the live on YouTube. And is it loading for you guys? What is that? Why is there a big blank part in the middle of the screen? Okay. Sorry, the stream was looking all weird on my phone, but it's okay now. So, I'll show you the route ridership. So our 2 new stations, I'm not going to spoil the whole system. Make the chat text, okay. Oh, see, I'll make that change. I can make that change right now, actually. I can go into my stream elements. And then I should be able to click on this. Text settings. One sec. So if I click on your stream's chat, text settings, I should be able to make it white. And then I should be able, I can put a little background behind it too, I think. Actually, that might make it not nice. I'll put like a transparent background. Okay, let's go back, sorry. So if I save this, it should be updated for you guys. So yeah, these 2 stations are just crazy busy. It's awesome. And we have a couple more lines and they have weird names. So I need your guys' help on that. Yeah, that's as much as I'll show you. But I'll show you route ridership. So this new end line we built just prints. Okay, now let's start SF. Now that you guys saw a little sneak peek. Yeah, I gotta figure out. I gotta re-record the monologue, the intro monologue for episode 8 though. But let's go to San Francisco. Should we just do light metro? No heavy? Added an input to change text color for route bullets will be out in the next update. Okay, that's pretty sick. I like that. Okay, we're in SF and we're gonna turn on. Is Ocean Floor Depth on this one? This looks all the same. I think it's just West or East Coast cities, right? You guys like this blue? Also, is light mode? What is light mode? No, that's too much. Also, Colin, are you able to show the buildings zoomed out? Like, see how they disappear? Would it be like too much on the game to show, like, kind of just like the construction? Because I know if you zoom, like, I feel like if you're zoomed out this much and it's showing all the buildings, it might be like really laggy. But I'm not familiar with any of that stuff. Okay, let's build in Berkeley. Let's build in Berkeley. Let's look at I want to look at the foundation depth just to see if we have anything we have to worry about. Not really. Just the Trans America Tower. Is that it? Why is it so stubby? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at Salesforce. Okay, we're gonna build down Market Street. Oop. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. Making you dizzy. You guys like, I like that color. Let's make the ocean look a little nicer. Since we have so much of it. And then I'm gonna make the background lighter too. Because I have it kind of like this light green. Why did it change? I think that's good. That looks good. I want to add at some point. It won't general. Okay. Oh, like loading up the game? That'll be interesting. Okay, so let's look at our demand. And we're gonna focus on getting workers to... No, it's calling me. Sorry, some random number called me. We're gonna focus on getting workers to Market Street. We have downtown Oakland over here, and then we have UC Berkeley over here, 28,000. We're not gonna worry about San Jose at all. It's so far down, it's gonna cost too much. When I did like the time lapse for SF, like recreating the actual map, I think the costs were pretty high. I mean, I did all that in Sandbox, but, and then what, this is Diablo Valley, right? Yeah. This is Walnut Creek over here. I think we'll go to SF Market Street and then have some routes, and then maybe a route to Marin. That'd be kind of cool. And should we do light metro or heavy for this? Maybe a heavy just across the water later on, and just do light metro for now. Let's do light metro. Let's do like a circulator route, and then we'll run a heavy metro down Market. So let me pull up demand. And let's let the game run just a little so these can change color. That'd be pretty, yeah. Not cover the entirety of SF in light metro, yeah. I mean, maybe. Like Muni. Just like our pretend Muni system. I want to do this. Let's focus on like one of these bubbles. And we'll just draw straight down. So let's start, what's the big street? What's the one I like? There's a basketball court somewhere here. I think it's this one. Or it's this one. There's like a really cool basketball court. We're gonna run, what is this street? We could just have like a ferry, a Fisherman's Wharf line. Here 39. Okay, I think I want to run it down this street. Taylor Street. And then we'll connect up. Actually, no. Let's do this first. Let's build diagonal here at Market Street. Where are you? And this we'll put at -9 and then drop it down underneath these buildings. Actually, we might have to do, we have to get creative right here. Have it here and then drop it down. I gotta learn the hotkeys for this game. Is this gonna let me? Is there any way to get around it? I don't want to do that. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's all right. And then we'll add a couple stops over here. Just sending it through, and we'll have like our last stop over here. The turnaround for the trolley somewhere on this. Where's the actual trolley come from in SF? Where does it start? It starts at this street, Montgomery. Yeah, it starts here and then it goes down. Oh, that is heavier metro, you're right. I was confused. We just create the, we recreate the Montgomery and then go to Columbus. We'll have a little turnaround right here, and I'm gonna build a little turnaround to make it nice and cute. We'll have one right there, and this could be a transfer point for if we go over here at all. And then what? One every couple of blocks, and we'll count these two 2x1s as a block. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one right here at Green and Columbus. And then what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll have one right before it dips underneath. Actually, yeah. Oh, and I'm building these at 11. We gotta save costs from what we learned. We'll build all these. Build that out. And do we need, can we drop, we probably can drop this down before it gets there. That's too close, I don't like that. I'm gonna be a perfectionist, even though it doesn't matter. I would like to have multiple different saves, I think that'd be fun. Like doing either lives or making videos on. I think especially would like capture different audiences too. I think people from Boston like that I do the Boston one. If I did like a Miami, you know, people in Miami, Florida will find it interesting. That's my rationale, my thinking. And are we gonna be able to get under Transamerica? No. Yeah. So let's back the station a little bit. And what we'll do is just, oh, and we have to be super deep. I forgot, guys. And we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna just recreate the actual trolley line by doing this. We're gonna have a curve right here. And we'll have like one stop. Or actually, we probably won't even need. Maybe a stop right here. I feel like these are pretty close. What if we have a stop on this side of Market Street? And we'll have our like a Montgomery stop or something. So this one is literally just copy and paste of that old trolley line. If you guys go to SF, you'll see it. We'll have a stop at Transamerica. And then we can move. I think that's fine. Oh dude, I want to be a perfectionist. Let's move this down one street. Kind of in this square. We can even use this kind of little triangle. Helps a little bit. Well, I'm from Germany and I find all of them interesting. That's cool. We're in Germany. And then, do we want to send this any further? While we're maybe out here, and then we can send it to, how about let's send it to Chase and Oracle. And each one will have their own stop. And I think eventually it'd be cool to send. I don't know if there's not enough demand for heavy over here. So yeah, we'll just keep these as light. So this is Chase Center. And we're gonna name some of these stations because I'm more familiar with this area. And then we'll have Oracle. Oracle can have its own station. There's no, or is it pushed over here? No, it's right here. Right? Am I confused? Is it these buildings? Is that what it's interpreting? Oh no, it's over there. I'm so stupid. It's right here. You can see. Oh, what the hell? The game just crashed. Uh-oh. Okay, we didn't do much work. That's funny. It got mad that I didn't realize where Oracle was. Okay. So let's quickly add these in now that we know what we're doing. I wonder why I did that. That's funny. Light Metro. And we'll have a stop right here. And then we could have a crossover stop with another line right here. And I don't know if the water, like if we have to be realistic with the water table. We can make all this a subway. And we'll add like one stop on this side of downtown. And then another stop. Oh wait, we're on the wrong street. We can have it turn and curve down. That's all right, because we're gonna have the main road probably at -5 anyway. So we'll have all these at -9. Stop right there. Where was the next stop? Right here. I wonder if I clicked a button and it reset the game, or if it just something broke. Not sure. And then what? We're using this triangle, right? Where's that church? There's some church in like Little Italy I really like. It might be this area. Let's see. Are there any churches? It looks maybe. It's not. Is it Little Italy in SF? I forgot. And then we'll have this end right here, and then we'll build like a little nice turnaround for it. And I think that's good. I think these stations are close enough. We can connect them all. Dun, 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 dun. I wish I could play like more copyrighted music, but I do want to post this if people are interested in watching it afterwards. So I think right here, we're going to send this under. Let's look at the foundation depth. Yeah, we only have to worry about these two buildings, but we'll just go around them. And I think, yeah, I'll just start sending it a little to the left, and I think we should be able to get by. No. So we'll have it like right here. And then I think I should be able to connect up like this. Yeah. I'm from Montreal, so that's why I want it to be added to the game. You could also mod it into the game currently if you wanted to do that. If you go on Discord, they have like a modding community. I don't think I can mod it on Mac. I haven't really been interested in that. I'm pretty sure Montreal's love watching content. Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, if you look at YouTube, there's really only... There's like a couple, I think, what, Seniac plays on New York. There's Ultimate Architect, who plays on Philly. I'm playing on Boston. I think there's another guy playing on Boston, Grimmerly. And then, am I missing anyone? I think there's someone playing on DC, I think, too. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think there's definitely, like, demand for more people playing the game on YouTube. I'd watch it. I'd watch the series. And this is gonna have to be a very sharp turn. And then we can name some of these stations. I lived in Boston, but I live in Seattle. Nice, nice. So we hit both spots today. I just play on Twitch right now. Might make YouTube videos when I get a new PC, and rendering doesn't take... Yeah, rendering takes me 30 minutes at least for my videos. But it's alright. I just put it away and do chores or something. A hundred are playing New York. Is that someone, or are you saying like a bunch of people are playing New York? I mean, New York's fun. I mean, I played on it a little bit, but it's just it's easy to print money, and I don't know, I want a little more of a challenge, and it's kind of oversaturated. Most of them are not as good. I'm not good at this game. You guys saw we hit a brick wall in Seattle. There's a live player counter for each map. Is that a question, or are you? That'd be cool. Or does it tell you in like the main menu or something? I was just saying people on... Oh, there's one on the website. Okay, wait, I want to look at that real quick before we build this. Let's look at that together. Google. And you can see my stream overlay. I was trying to get set up. I haven't looked at the website since I bought the game. So let's see. Where do you find that? Where do you find that? And Kimberly, I'll check out your Twitch because I'm interested in. Have you considered like streaming on both? About? Where do you find where people are playing? Oh, 301. Is that like total or is that? Okay, that's total. Okay, I see. I thought you meant like per map. It says how many people are playing the game. Let me close out this. Yeah, see, I was trying to fix my stream elements. Was not working. I wish the one thing was. Let me end this poll also. Can I end it? One sec, guys. Let me end the poll because I don't want to keep that over. Okay, yeah, poll over. What? How much is this gonna cost? 500 mil. Okay, that was smart. Seattle is tough. Yeah, Seattle was tough. That was. I think the light metro was the move. I shouldn't have built the heavy. It used to. Hopefully, events like natural or detail. Yeah, more maintenance, I think. But I removed it per map because it was kind of buggy. For some reason, certain cities don't get it. Oh, interesting. Sorry guys, I'm eating a snack. I think it's cool to see live player count. Wonder if in-game you could have something. Also, Colin, is there any potential for multiplayer? I think my last live stream, someone asked about that. I don't know how that would work at all. But alright, let's build this. Enough yapping. And then we'll add our route, and then while our route's going, we'll build our lines. And let me save in case it does. Oh, we have our backup save. Oh, that's the old one. You guys can see that's the old one from when I remade this system. People wanted me to put Muni in the game, but it was gonna take forever, so I just kind of decided against it. Not in the near future. Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, that's not something I'm desiring. Just passing along what what people are saying. Got to go. Good luck with the game. Thanks, Colin. Thanks so much. Keep working hard. I'll keep playing. Thanks for the super chat as well. Really means a lot. Have a good night. Hey, Forge Gamer. Welcome to the stream. We're building on SF. We built on Seattle earlier, and then we ran out of money, and so we're learning. We're taking what we learned, and now we're on SF. And this is gonna be what line? This is Columbus and Montgomery. Do you guys have a name for this route? One kind of custom names. Oh, the Clum. What is the street down here that we're actually taking? I'm covering it with my track. Am I covering the whole thing? 3 Street. We'll call it Stadium Route or something. I don't know. Not really a stadium. What? It's an arena and a field. Field route. Oracle route. Oracle line. I don't know. You guys can come up with something. And we'll give it the orange. And I like the boxes. Fisher. You want to call it Fisher? Okay. That's a lot better. Fisher. We'll keep the orange though. And I built the wrong route. So heavy. Always forget to switch to light. Fisher. And we'll let this run and then we'll build some more routes. Have you tried doing A? We could do A. I feel like I want some custom names for this live stream right now. I'm still like debating for Boston what to do. Like keep the, BL for Blue Line. The commuter, I just added like the initials for the names, but you guys can I think did I show it in the episode? I showed like all of our names and I didn't want to repeat any initials. But it got kind of hard because I was like, I don't know what to name this line. Because in real life, the commuter rail route is named after the end station. But because I connected the 2 stations together, they had two end stations, you know, since I connected north and south station. So I don't really know what to name some of them. I didn't want to give it one, like a Salem name, if it's going south. So I kind of just came up with random stuff. So we'll confirm, and then we'll run a couple trains here. And I'm just going to buy a bunch, because I know I'm going to need them. We'll buy 40. And then let's run like 2 high demand, 1. And we'll leave that for now. And let's let the game run. And where do we want to build next? I think down, what is this street? I always forget, Van Ness. Maybe down Van Ness. C for Columbus. Yeah, we could do C. Let's stick with names though. We can just come up with a random name. Brought connection to last station, did I? Oops. You're right. And I added a crossover, but I wanted to do... Oh, see? Oh, Colin's not here. He just left. Oh, this bug. There's some bug. It moves one of your stations, like the name, to the end. But it's really this station. And I don't think physically it's changing anything. But in the game, it's just changing where the name is. Damn, that's so funny. As soon as he leaves, we get that bug. It's alright. Usually when you save and when you leave and save, it fixes. So we'll have that, and then we'll have something down Van Ness, I think. Let's see, this is... What is this? A lot of workers here. Let's see, where are they coming from? Let's do something down Van Ness. Next. To this dot. Where's Civic? Civic Center is right here. So I'll have like a Civic Center stop. And let's name our stops over here while the game runs. We'll have Oracle. I've gotten it corrected in game, but I forgot what it did. Usually it will fix itself when you save. But is it Oracle Field? I always forget. Oracle Field, right? And then this one will just be like, we'll leave that. If I don't know what to name it, I'll just leave it. We're gonna call this Old Trolley because it's where all the old trolleys just sit. You get photos taken of them. The trolley with an E. Trolley with an E. Then we'll have Transamerica. And then this one will just be like Fisherman's Wharf. Oh, see, it's doubled. Yeah. Fisher and Wharf. Call it Giant Park until Larry Ellison. Yeah. No, he's gonna ask me to pay him. So let's run something down Van Ness to the Civic Center. And we'll have it change over right here, actually. And I'm just gonna use these two demand bubbles, the marquee tool, just to see if, place my stops. Oh, I need to keep them up though. And I'm gonna grab both of them. And it's bugged. Oh my gosh, okay. I gotta write down some of these bugs and then I could help Colin out. Giving it to him. Where? Oh, it's because it's on residence, that's why. My apologies, my apologies. See, it shouldn't be doing that. It should just stay. There we go. There we go, there we go. By the way, I ran some quick tests and I think 4 is optimal early game fare. Okay, we'll run with 4. And is our game running? Yeah, it is, okay. So we'll have a station, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here, in between the road. What street is this? This is the one with the weird off-ramps and on-ramps into Chinatown. Geary, yeah. We'll have a stop at Geary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have our next stop here. This is a little bit farther. Maybe we should have these closer. Yeah, we'll have a lot of stations on this route. Actually, no. We can infill some, but let's not add too much. And then we'll have a station here. And then these are close enough to walk between, I think. And then we probably have some east-west lines in the future. We'll add some crossovers, and this will just be a quick ping back and forth. I got $3 as prime fare. Any lower or higher reduce my daily income, but as determined by availability. What about something, a fully elevated loop? That'd be fun. We could do that. I think I'm gonna stop the stream at like 9:30 Eastern time. So. I built these stations kind of close. I didn't even realize. I should have pushed this one back. Oops. I'm just gonna take the loss and build another station. And we'll have like another Fisherman's Wharf type stop. No, that's too far. Okay. Well, let's do this. We'll build to here. And I'm moving it 2 streets over, but oh well. It's just an extra 60 million wasted. Okay. And where do we want to send this? I have a crossover here, but I realize I might want to send it somewhere else. I think down, which street is, we keep running it down Van Ness. We have Dolores over here. And then where is, where's that one street? Valencia is right here, and Mission. We could swing it over to Mission and run it a little bit down. Let's wait. Let's just add this route and then see how our prices. Also, the game is not running at speed. There we go. Wait. See, why is this running so much slower? That's weird. It is running super slow. That's all right. We're gonna call this, what road is this? Van Ness? We'll just give it Van Ness. Give it a nice orange. Give it that square and light metro. Oh, we can't, we already used orange. My apologies. Let's make it blue. Why not? And then we'll just have this ping back and forth until we figure out where to extend it. And we'll put like 2 trains for now. Why not? And I think the game's gonna run a little bit faster now. Now where do we want to run? Where do you guys think? Let's look at demand. Let me close out of that. There we go. I like the elevated loop idea. That'd be interesting. I want to focus on this bubble all over. It's interesting. I think they need a, I mean, it's census data, but I feel like there's more people coming from Oakland that than this game kind of calculates. Like, I think it's more than even this. I guess it's all over though. It's not super dense. I like the one dot at Treasure Island. That's pretty funny. Are there any... I want this game so badly just watching this. Dude, get it. If you can, obviously. Yeah, there's an airport all the way down here. And the hospitals... I'm not completely familiar with the locations. This, I think, is one. There's a hospital here. I think this is a college campus. Is this USF? I think that's USF. One of these is USF. The other one's like San Francisco Community College. And then the airport's all the way down here, so we're not going to go down here today. I think it's too far. I want to focus on the downtown. Let's connect up this hospital, I believe. Let's see. Oh, there's no 3D. Why is the 3D not working? Is it working over here? Oh, it's because I have demand. I always forget with demand it won't work. I think these are hospitals. So let's bring something down here, because I know I'm not going to run heavy down here, and we'll have a sunset. Some sunset. So we'll have our last stop be here for now. This is all like sunset, like outer sunset and whatnot. The Sunset neighborhood. And we'll have it come right here. Yeah, medical center way. I should have seen that. Said all the way to USF. Which one's USF? I mean, probably the bigger one, right? What is this one? Or are these just two campuses? I don't want to look at Google Maps right now. We'll just stop there and then we'll connect it up to our Van Ness. How about? And we'll run this. We'll cross this over actually. Let's put this on the other side. I think that should be alright. It's not that far of a walk. We'll put it right here. And that way we can run down this street. And let's bring up those demand. And I want to click on this worker bubble just to see where people are coming from. Mainly south. But some up here. And then we'll run a route down here too. We'll just build this. And I think have a stop on the other side of underneath this park. Is this Christmas tree? No. I don't think this is that one. Let me pull a demand. Yeah. And then we'll have a stop on the other side of this park. And let's see what kind of connection we can get. We'll just bring this. Oh my gosh. What is that building doing in the road? I always like to imagine if I'm building this type of road on like not a super busy street or a small street like this, I'm just like, oh, they'll make it transit oriented development and build some apartments there. My headcanon. And what we'll do is we'll have like a transfer station right here. Octavia. Oh my gosh. Right where the highway, this is where the highway drops off into SF. Both of those southern nodes are different colleges. San Francisco State to the west and City College to the east. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a feeling one of them was like the city or the community college. I think we can fit a station right off this, off Market, and we'll leave space for a quad rail. So we're gonna like tug this side very tightly. I think that should be good. And then we'll have space for a quad rail going right next to it. And then we'll have this be a major crossover station, kind of like Boston, what we did there. And we'll drop this to 5 and we'll just have it kind of hug, because I think we should be able to fit a quad rail right next to it. Let's see. Yeah. So we'll have something like that in the future. Oh wait, it needs to be. Okay, so we just have to make it. Yeah. So I'll have something like that if we play on this map in the future. Yeah, we should make the downtown line. That's it. Yeah, let's do that next. And that will make all heavy and quad. And we'll spend some money there. But I think we're making a little bit. And then this will have come right along this. And just hug the sidewalk kind of. Right here. Something like that. You should be able to do a small added cost for the control cost. What do you mean by that, KKD? I'm unfamiliar with that term, controlled crossing. And what we'll do is we'll send this down just a little bit, and that's alright, because this main street's gonna need a lot of demand. So we'll have like a stop right here, and then a stop at Old Trolley. And then we'll build on our heavy rail just to get that started, just like 2 stations. So we'll have a stop right here. And this should give us enough room. I just need to be careful so there's enough room for our quad rail. I think that should be good. Game says that if your PC can run Google Maps, it can run this game. Coincidentally, my game has been struggling running Google Maps. That's pretty funny. Yeah, my game, it burns my laptop a little bit, I'll be honest. But it's not that. It's alright. I might move this station down. Actually, 1 street. Yeah, let's move this station down right here. And I hope that there's enough space if I hug this tight enough. We'll find out in a sec when I build it. And then we'll have a stop. We'll have a big transfer over here. Oops. And connect these up. We're gonna have some issues, so let me get around this building. And no matter what, we're gonna have to demolish that really tiny building, but that's the station entrance, I think, at Powell. I believe so. No. Actually, I don't know what that is. And this one will run all the way down to the ferry building, which is right here. Because I think we're gonna have like a, I don't forget, running railroad. Oh, okay. You know, oh, I didn't read that. Okay, do you know if the devs plan to add the feature for it? I think they do eventually, because they're gonna add commuter rail, and that's like gonna have to be a major part of, you know, that system. I should ask Colin when he's in here what his idea was, like how many cars per train, and then, you know, like how that's gonna work. I think it shouldn't be too much. No, we're gonna have one more station here for our ferry building. It would be cool to run like a streetcar, like at grade, like Muni and stuff. And we're gonna have issues here, so I'm just gonna slight bend. And there's just like a little bit of a thing popping out. There we go. And that might curve too much, but I think we should be able to fit it. If not, we'll just run it underneath. And my Spotify stopped. Can you guys still hear it? 1 sec, guys. I think. Okay, there we go. I can hear it now. One of my AirPods died. Lots of uncontrolled. Yeah. I understand, yeah. I think it shouldn't cost too much. We'll see. So let's add a crossover here, and this will be our last stop. And then add a crossover here. How much does it? This costs 500 million. So each line is cost around 500, and this is gonna be like market light, something like that. And we'll give it a nice, maybe green. How about red for market? And add these stops in. Oh, and I made it heavy. Keep doing that. And we'll have like a, we'll just call it market actually, because we're not gonna have a red line called market. Or a heavy called market. Connect all these stops in. And our game keeps pausing. I don't know if I'm doing that in the construction panel or something. I don't know what is going on there. That's all built up. And we'll add like one, let's do two and one. Or 2 and 1, 0. Nice. And it keeps pausing. I don't know if I'm pressing something. Weird. And we're in the red. That's alright. I think our system just needs a sec. We're getting warnings already. Okay. Our market. Okay. Our market's gonna need a double, I think. Yeah. And it's gonna need more than one. Let's do that. When you're editing lines, oh, I see. That's annoying. I wish it'd be auto started, like again. It's alright though. This is gonna be the ferry building. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need it. Yeah, you're right. I should just spacebar. I think it should like auto, like once I'm done editing routes, it should auto go back. That looks nice. We still have a ton of money. Let's build one more route and then we'll wrap it up. So what do you guys think? I'll have the demand stats and you guys can pick where we go. North, south, east, or west. Maybe somewhere north of Golden Gate into downtown. Okay. Do we make that light metro? That's pretty far. Also, there's a bridge. Okay. Oops. Keep it north. There we go. So we have like Marin. We have Marin and like, we have like Sausalito. Right here. There's not too much demand. Where's Sausalito over here? I can't remember. I feel like that's too far for now. Oh, Golden Gate Park. Okay. Sorry. Van Ness to the south all the way to the colleges. Okay. Which the colleges are over here. Where's Van Ness? Van Ness is all of this. No, this is Market. Where were we? Van Ness was that. So run our blue all the way over here. We could kind of follow the highway. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. Cool soldier. I'm starting at the beginning of the stream. I'd love if you play in the Twin Cities in the future stream. Yeah, I had that on my list. I think for Minneapolis. The only issue with for me at least, for some of the cities, is because when you zoom out, you can't see the buildings. I kind of lose track of where anything is. So that's why I kind of like the coastal maps, because I can at least tell with the water, you know, where things are. But yeah, I could check it out in the future. Let's run this Geary. Let's run down Geary and have a little stop at Myrtle. And then we could have even another stop at Market. Let's run all the way down here. And then it's like the bathhouse, I think. Forgot the actual name. What is this? What is this building? I don't know. Yeah, I wish the game had a labeler. Yeah. I wish there was just a setting like layers of just like overall town and maybe like buildings. And then it obviously it knows where the colleges are. So it should say like the name of the college, I think. Like on the outside. So let's build down this street. And we'll have our last stop at the very end. And we're gonna let our game run. Because we're only on day 1 still. Because I think it's running slower than usual. We'll have our last stop like right here. And then we'll do every like 10 or every 8 of these. Oh, this is a hospital over here? I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a hospital here. So let's actually get this a little closer. Something like that. That makes sense why there's a lot of workers here. So we'll run this like every, let's see, we'll count a square as 1. So every 5 squares, 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll have one right here. Maybe a little closer. Then we'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 right here. This is easy on SF, this grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll have 1 crossing over on the Park Presidio Drive Boulevard. Because it looks like we could probably run a route through Golden Gate Park. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 right here. Actually, let's move that. I think that's good. 3, 4, 5. This is a counting game. Have 1 right here, and let's run this closer on that side. And I think we can fit 2 in between these. We'll have 1 at this intersection. And maybe we don't need this one actually. Let's look at our demand. I feel like I'm making them kind of close. Maybe not. Okay, so yeah, we'll have, these can all be kind of close, it's alright. This is all light metro anyway. And then let's have 1 in between these 2. It is pretty close, but this is a major street as well. And then maybe we could just we could push it past Myrtle. How about right here? Wherever we'll make a station grouping. And that'll be our last stop for tonight. And we'll connect it up and then we'll mess with the ridership and stuff. And this is so easy on a grid. No turns, just straight through. And this one really should be sent downtown, so maybe we actually we'll send it a little further to help boost our other routes. Let's add our crossover so I don't have to come back here. And then yeah, we'll send it. We'll have one before, and then we'll have one on Old Trolley. What street are we on? We're on that street. So maybe something like right here. And my music stopped, so let me. Oh wait, it's because my AirPod died. One sec. Did that reconnect? Okay, there we go. Music's back on. To finish out the stream. I think this will hopefully create a station grouping. We'll see. I just want to get it as close. We're gonna have a heavy metro station anyway. Anyway, so we'll have something there. And then this, I think right here is in between those two. We have our little hub forming at Old Trolley, which is really like Montgomery, the Montgomery stop. And this cost us 790. So really not that much for how many stops we just added. And this is gonna be, what street is this? Let's just name it after the street. Geary. Geary, and because it's sunset, let's make like a nice yellow. Nicer than that. Or we can make it pink for sunset. Or like a nice pink for sunset. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. That's every time. I always avoided connecting two tracks into one because I thought it does if it has like too many trains. But if you don't have enough, it's really just like, I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet. It happens sometimes if you have too many trains like going into one station. But you can just extend it further. I don't know. I haven't really been dealing with it. I dealt with it a little at the end of, you'll see at episode 8. There are some signal issues, but I didn't address it at all. What was this? This is Geary, right? Geary, little box. And let's make this more like a sunset. Pink. Pink. Nope. Oh my gosh. I keep getting distracted. I'm so sorry. I should have told him there should be some easy way to change this around. Because I keep doing the same mistake over and over. Light, there we go. Create, and then we'll connect this up. And we have a lot of stops, but it's alright. I think this is kind of like a very fast bus, I would say, with this many stops. It's hard to tell though sometimes in the scale of the game, because this is like maybe a mile between these. And then we'll run like a 4, and we'll run, I think this is gonna be a heavily used route. And let's just let the game run, and we can mess around. So we spend most of our money today, but I think definitely in a more efficient manner than Seattle. Market, okay. And we'll run till like the end of day 3. And does this create a station group? Let's look at our ridership. Not yet. Not yet. It will once we create that heavy line. But this will do the work of our heavy until we branch out over to Oakland. Geary's already at capacity. We'll see if that keeps happening. Fisher's at capacity. But it's not. I don't know. I think if it's at 300. I wonder if the game works. You know how there's groupings of, let's see, let's click on this. There's, you know, 200 residents in each. If the train is at, I guess what, like 205 capacity or people using it, ridership, and then this block of 200, are they not getting on because there's a max capacity of 400? Or let's say 250 is already on the train. 250 people are already on the train, and an extra, like this block tries to get on. Is that how the game works, or does 150 people from this block get on? Because there's a cap where it can't go over the capacity. I wonder. I should ask them. Because I wonder if that's like up, or if the whole block is just not getting on because there's not enough space. I wonder how it works. And why isn't this running fast enough? There we go. Let's look at our ridership. Okay, markets. Looking nice. Van Ness. Okay, so we're getting capacity issues. Let's just increase ridership. And let's actually drop this down just a little bit. I want to see if we can juice our ridership. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and then we're going to go through and add a train on some of these routes. This one probably doesn't. We could do 3. Let's do 3 and 2, and then we'll just have increased frequency. This one, oh, we have to buy more. Let's buy some more. And that frequency is actually a little too nice. So let's do 4 car. And let's add 1 there. Probably 2 is good enough. And then for Fisher, let's add this as a 4. And I think that should be good. Let's see how that's going. We'll start wrapping it up soon. I want to thank you guys all for joining tonight, spending the evening. We'll probably do this like once a week, every Sunday or so. We can either go back to an old city we've been working on or make a new one. I like this SF one though. I avoided it doing like playing on it just because I already did the time lapse, but I think it's fun to create a new system. And look at this right angle we have. Maybe a hypotenuse, or what is it? A squared, B squared, C squared. This looks like that angle of like the 3, the 4, and then the 5. I guess this would be the 4, the 3, the 4, and the 5 from math class. Oops. Yeah, there's a lot of. Also, SF's nice because there's 3 million population in the game calculated. It's kind of different. Like on the home menu, right angle. Yeah, like this right angle right here, right triangle. I don't know. Maybe I'm making stuff up. So like this one would be interesting to get to like 1 million. Because Boston, we're not going to be able to hit 1 million for transit. I mean, you can see Oakland is just packed full. Even Contra Costa. And the map's fairly like small. Like it's very dense. San Jose would be pretty fun to mess around with. Have some like long kind of just a like an express train from San Jose to SF. Yeah, I think we'll extend Market to the coast later. I think we're gonna finish up. Well, let's do that. While the game's running. Why not? We'll have it stop. Why not at the end? Yeah, at the Great Highway of Sunset Beach, and we'll follow a very similar pattern every 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and we'll have them along the road. And really, these could all be elevated, but it's basically the same price. And there's nowhere we could dip down right here, but we already built the station, so that's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a station right here. One, two, wait. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we'll have another station right here. Actually, I might tweak this a little. Maybe just have 3 on this side. Let's look at our demand. Yeah, there's not much demand. So actually, let's get rid of this one. And we'll have one right here. Because I think I'll have one coming, like, running through Sunset. And then we'll just have one kind of in the middle. So where would that be? Like right here. And this will just have less stops. It's not as dense on, it seems like, on this side. And then we'll have one stop in the middle, though, between these stations. And connect all this up. And then we'll extend it on and then finish with our ridership. I like this song. I gotta remember which songs, because I have starting to download a bunch from Master Plan, but I forget the names of the songs, so I kind of just randomly put them in my videos if they fit the vibe. And we'll mark it, we'll bring down, and I'll remember to unpause the game after. And we're gonna probably have to add, yeah, let's add some trains. Honestly, let's just make it 6-minute frequency and see how that runs. We have like a bow and arrow type shape. See how that goes along. And at the end of day 4, then we'll end this stream. Let me save actually before I forget. Overwrite. 33 stations, nice. We'll revisit Seattle. I think what I'll do is I'll run the game a little bit, or even rebuild, like just do light metro and restart it. We'll see in the future what people like. Kind of just like want to make videos that you guys like and do live streams you guys enjoy. Ooh, this was fun though. It's a lot of fun. Let's look at route ridership. Okay, market is our most in Geary. So I think we could do this next live stream. We can start extending south. Van Ness definitely needs to, we'll probably extend it down this street. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Kimberly. Just rebuild what we have for light. And then I would save a little bit of money. And then I could have multiple saves, and then whatever we're feeling, we could hop onto that map. Be fun. I don't want to have too many. So it'd be like, Boston's just going to be video only. I don't think I'm going to do any more live streams there. Maybe in the future, after we're done that series. Then we'll have Miami, I think, as like a new series. That won't be any, I don't think I'll do any live streams besides like maybe fixes every once in a while. And then we could do, and then have a Seattle and SF save for our live streams, I guess. Okay, so I think, yeah, this was fun to play on. I like this map a lot. It's just so dense. So when we connect to Oakland, work downwards, it'll, I think we'll just keep printing money. It's like, kind of like New York, but I think a little bit more of a challenge, which I find fun. And we can start doing like elevated loops and stuff. I would also like to see a Chicago save. So yeah, Chicago will be fun. I'll keep that on my mind. We can always jump around to different saves. So Old Trolley, our station group, seen a lot. I like dividing it like this too sometimes. Instead of station group, just stations themselves. Looks nice. Seen ridership all over, so that's good. These are all used pretty pretty highly, so that's good too. Is there anything you guys want to see before I go? We could look at the financials. I think, yeah, we're printing money. Seattle, we were at making 60 million after 15 days. And this one, we're making 90 with the same expenses, so. I think this would be... I'll rebuild the Seattle one, I think. And then have that if we ever want to go back to that. Yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Let me save. Again, thank you guys for being here. It was fun. Episode 8 will come out on Tuesday. Let me see if there's any other things. And then I think maybe episode 9 or something maybe later in the week. And I might try out a new game next week. And then come like holidays, I probably will take like a week or 2 off. Maybe I'll have a video scheduled or something. So, good night, everyone. Thanks for coming. And I'll see you guys around. All right, bye-bye.